Alright, so FC Barcelona have defeated Real Betis 4-2. Can you believe that Barcelona actually beat down Real Betis with 4 goals? They handed Real Betis their first home loss. Real Betis never lost at their home so far in this season, but Barcelona came through and they put 4 goals past Real Betis. I cannot believe what I have just seen. Now, I do want to speak about this game, right? Obviously, I'm going to be talking about the goals that Barcelona scored and everything. But I want to talk about something first. It's only going to take about 1 to 2 minutes. I promise. I know that you guys want to hear about how Barcelona performed, but I want to talk about something first before I get into that section, which is going to be regarding Vinicius and Real Madrid. Because before the game started between Barcelona and Real Betis, I was looking at the match between Real Madrid and Almeria because I'm like, okay, let me see how Real Madrid is performing. Because I watch other games, right? I don't just watch FC Barcelona. I saw Almeria score 2 goals, and I'm like, oh my god, there's no way Real Madrid are going to be like losing these 3 points. Like, there's no way, right? It's like, am I dreaming? Is this real? Is this actually going to happen? Are we actually going to like reduce the amount of points we are from first place? And so I'm like, this is great. 2-0, I'm in heaven. Barcelona's probably going to win. Who knows? But for sure, Real Madrid's going to lose. But then the last 20 minutes came in that match, and I saw one of the most corrupt things I have ever seen in my entire life in this sport. It was just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, I'm not even going to call out football. I'm going to call out Spanish football, because it is so clear that the Spanish Federation, the league, whoever, I don't know who's making these decisions, but the people who built this league, La Liga, they do favor one team, and they wear white shirts, and that is Real Madrid. If you guys have seen the way that Vinicius got his goal, you guys would know why we say that Real Madrid are being favored by the refs, by La Liga. The way that Vinicius scored that goal, it was so clear that he scored with his arm. It was not with his shoulder. Everybody was saying, Kevin, you're wrong. No, every Barcelona fan is tripping. Vinicius scored with his shoulder, and that's allowed. Like, okay, yeah, maybe that is a rule. If you score with your shoulder, that is allowed. But the ball did not hit Vinicius' shoulder. It hit his arm, his freaking arm. And if you could look at the angles here, right? I want to show you guys the angle that they did not show to the refs. I want you guys to know this, right? I'm showing you guys from the front where the ball hit on Vinicius, and it hit his arm, like his biceps. That angle that I'm showing you guys right here, it was not shown by the ref. Did you guys know that? They were showing the angle that was like from the side, that did not clearly show where the ball actually hit on Vinicius' arm. And so you can see that this is why we say this league is corrupt. This league is built for Real Madrid to gain as much as possible. And the fact that Barcelona have to go through such like BS, right? All this BS, and have to go through such a corrupt league, it just makes things even harder. Like, why even compete, right, for a league title when you know that there is people serving wins to Real Madrid? Why? I don't understand that. So I'm like, so we get this, right? And then Real Madrid were on a situation where they were 3-3 on a goal that was not even supposed to happen in the first place because it was handball. And then you find out a couple of minutes later, the ref that was reffing this game between Real Madrid and Almeria gave another 11 minutes, knowing that Real Madrid had all the momentum in the world, all the confidence in the world to make sure that they could probably make it into a 4-3 to score the 4th goal. The ref gave them 11 minutes. And you guys can see on my Twitter or X, right? I made a post and I said, the reason why the ref is giving out 11 minutes 11 is because they are desperately trying to find Real Madrid their win. They're giving them enough time to score the 4th goal. And soon to find out, Real Madrid found the 4th goal against Almeria. I'm like, this is perfect. This is the perfect game for Real Madrid, is to be handed a W, another 3 points. This is exactly what all of us expected like to happen. And so, of course, you're going to be seeing so many Barcelona fans angry because we're competing in a league that is built for Real Madrid to win. It's absurd. So I don't even see how these Real Madrid fans find this so entertaining when they know that they're going to be handed a win at the end of the day. Like, I don't know how they find this league so victorious when they know that everything is served like this. They're like, here you go. Here's going to be the platter. Here's going to be your 3 W's, the 3 points. Don't worry. Here, just take it. And Real Madrid's like, oh, yeah, hella good. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. I don't even know how you guys, if you guys are Real Madrid fans, because I know that there are some fans that watch my channel. I don't know why you guys are even here. These Real Madrid fans that come over here and they like to comment, right? I don't know why you guys enjoy watching these games when you know what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. You know that you are going to be favored by the refs and that all these decisions are going to go in favor of you. So let me step out of this situation, right? Before I even continue to talk about this, this whole thing. Now let's talk about Barcelona and Real Betis. So, like I've said, we got a very victorious win, and this win feels so good. You want to know why it feels so good? It's because Barcelona actually deserved the 3 points. We deserved it. We were not handed these 3 points, okay? Like, we suffered. Like, the way that we scored the goals, the way that we outplayed Real Betis was fully deserved for Xavi Hernandez, the players, and for us. We feel like we deserve this win. And that's it. That game, whatever happened about 9-10 hours ago with Real Madrid, I don't know what that was. You guys are probably like, oh yeah, another W. Oh yeah, cool. Here's the money. There, done. So, but this game, right, between Barcelona and Real Betis, it was amazing. It was victorious. Ferran Torres got 3 goals and 1 assist. Xavi Hernandez said something, I think it was about 48 hours ago or like 72 hours ago. He was talking about Ferran Torres. And this is what Xavi Hernandez said. To play for Barcelona, you have to be mentally strong, because here every day they make you feel small. They make you feel that you are worthless, that you are no one and no of use. Ferran Torres had to be very strong mentally, and man, did we see Ferran Torres fully improve. I remember so many people talking smack about Ferran Torres and how he's not like a great player, that he needs to be sold, that a player like Rafinha should just take his spot, and we should just have Lamine Yamal as a backup. But no, Ferran Torres was an animal, and the way that he scored those goals, you can see that in his runs to the box, he is aggressive. His timing is perfect. He loses his marker, right? Bellerin had a very tough time trying to mark Ferran Torres full time. He was always losing either one of the center backs of Real Betis or Bellerin because of his runs. He goes this way, that way. Everything is perfectly timed, and we need players like that. This guy is becoming very mentally strong, and I love to see that. He is such a threat to space. And I do want to give you guys a quick rundown to describe the type of goals Ferran Torres scored. So we saw Ferran Torres run into the box. He loses Bellerin. Pedri finds Ferran Torres. There you go. There's the 1-0. He scores the first goal. Then we have Lamine Yamal, who also played very well. Make a cross, it hits the post, the ball hits the post, and then the ball goes straight to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres scores the second goal. Always perfectly timed, always in the correct spaces. It was amazing. So it was 2-0 from there. Now, then came Isco. And I remember, right? Remember how I made this video, which was the most previous one, the one that you're watching right now. Look at the one before this one. I was talking about how Real Betis have one real dangerous player, and that is Isco. Isco is the one that provides the most threat offensively. And Isco was able to score 2 goals within a span of like 8 to 10 minutes. And out of nowhere, it was 2-2. And I'm like, dude, I said this on my YouTube video. I was like, if there was one player that you have to like man mark, like to the T, like I'm talking about like get that boy and like really don't give him any space, it is Isco. Isco will punish you because we know what type of player Isco is. And so he scored the 2 goals. I'm like, oh my God, there's no way we're about to bottle this 2-0 lead. There is no way, right? But it was 2-2, and he scored 2 goals, that a situation that left Isco open. Like, there was no one marking Isco. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, the one player that you have to mark heavily, you would just leave him open? And so we're like, okay, fine, 2-2. And I remember after that moment, Barcelona, in a way, looked a little down because they're like, oh my God, like we just let go of a 2-0 lead, and now it's 2-2. And Xavi Hernandez, right? He was like, let's go. We got to level up. Don't feel down. Right now is not the time. It's 2-2, but there's still 30 minutes left to play. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly what we need. We need Xavi to encourage the players. Don't feel bad. Don't feel down. Don't feel sad. Don't feel frustrated. Yes, it's 2-2. Whatever happened. It's 2 goals that went against us, but we can still score 2 more goals after this, right? That is champion mentality. That is what you call having an elite mentality. A very similar mentality to Girona. Girona was like, oh my God, we might lose against Atletico Madrid. They scored a few goals against us. What do we do? And they ended up scoring about, like, I think 1 to 2 goals after that. And they claimed the 3 points. That is how you get into first place. And so, yes, if you make mistakes, of course, you have to learn from it. But what do you do? What do you have to do after when you concede those goals? You have to come back and punish. You have to go back and counterattack. And that is what Barcelona did. And that is what Xavi Hernandez was ordering to the players. There were so many people on the media saying, oh my God, like, look, let's laugh at Xavi. Look how he thinks that he can uplift his team. Like, oh my God, we're so finished. I saw people like that, like literal, like Barcelona accounts on Twitter. I'm like, come on. on, dude. Like, this is not the mentality that we need to have, right? If we concede goals, we need to come back and fire. We need to come back and come all in, right? And Barcelona reacted. And I love that. That is another step forward. We have reacted. We have reacted to a downfall. Yes, I know that Barcelona is a team that sometimes cannot really keep a 2-0 lead. Sometimes they do fumble a lot, right? We have seen that historically in the past like 2 or 3 years. That has been like the whole problem under Xavi Hernandez. But I feel like Barcelona know what to do. And now they, like, moving forward, they know what to do in this season. If they do give up a 2-0 lead or a 3-0 lead or a 1-0 lead, they know how to backfire. They have character. They have courage. And you just, I like it. So it was 2-2. And then after that, the whole game changed. Ever since Lewandowski was taken out and Vitor Roque came in, and we saw Joao Felix come in for Cubarsí, who ended up injured and also had a great game, right? But Frankie de Jong went into Cubarsí's position, and then Joao Felix went up there and played as almost like a attacking midfielder, right? So we saw Joao Felix, Vitor Roque come in, and that dynamic changed. We looked much more alive. Real Betis were like, oh my God, like, what's going on? I thought we can score the third goal, but Barcelona looked like they want to have the ball. And they were pressuring a lot. Like, through the whole game, Barcelona were pressuring a lot. They were running. They were hungry for the ball. You can truly see the change in energy, even from the first minute. Before the 2-2, before Barcelona even scored the 2-0, Barcelona were so energetic all the time, being superior in all areas of the pitch. And so going back to the goal, right, Joao Felix ended up scoring the goal. Fermin Lopez was being a warrior, almost acting like Gavi. Ferran Torres had the ball, passes it towards, I think, Joao Felix. Joao Felix passes it back to Ferran Torres, and then Ferran Torres passes it back to Felix, and then Felix does like a perfect shot, a perfect finesse shot. He's like, what is pressure? And he's like, let me shoot with my outer 2 or 3 toes or something like that with his right foot, and puts it easily into the bottom left corner like that. And when he scored, he's like, yeah, I'm Joao Felix. This is how it is, right? And he started celebrating like ease, like everything was okay. And I'm like, oh my God, like that finesse. Amazing, right? It was 3-2. We were going crazy. And I'm like, this is the Barcelona we have been wanting to see. I know I always say this, but it's so exciting when we talk about the perfect version of Barcelona, because it's what makes the youth so excited. It makes the youth say, oh my God, I want to be in that team. I want to play like that. I want to play that style of football, right? It's inspiring football. And that is what Barcelona did against Real Betis. And that is why I encourage the way that Barcelona play and how we should be rooting for perfection. So this is the way, man. Like, if we continue with this type of attitude and focus and intensity, the way that we were always winning the ball in all areas, we were truly doing that, right? With Fermin, with Frankie, with Gundogan, with Pedri, with Ferran Torres, with Joao Felix, with everybody, with Alejandro Balde, right? There were some times where Alejandro Balde was not really tracking back fast enough, and Xavi Hernandez was like, come on, let's go. What are you doing? Fast track, go back faster. You just lost the ball. Run back and go get the ball. Like, I saw the intensity. I saw the shift in energy. And so with all of this, right, it led towards the 4th goal. Ultimately, Barcelona could not be stopped, and we saw a very similar goal to the one that we saw against. I forgot the team. I'm so sorry. Like, I can't really pull it out of my head. But we played against a team where I remember Joao Felix had the ball, passes it towards Ferran Torres quickly, and then Ferran Torres scores the goal. We saw a very similar goal today against Real Betis. Joao Felix again got the ball, passes it towards Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres went on the counter. Punished, right, Real Betis for not having all of their men in the back, and it led towards 4-2. And I'm like, oh my God, what an amazing game. What an amazing, perfect match. I love everything about this game because we have reacted. Ferran Torres scored the 3 goals, got an assist. Lamine Yamal was a protagonist all game. He was never substituted out, and for a reason. It's because he was a danger from the first minute to the 90th minute, taking on so many players, challenging 1v1s, 1v2s, never losing the ball. He was the one creating the most opportunity when Barcelona needed it the most before the 2-2. And so I love, and at the age of 16, are you kidding me? Same thing with Cubarsí, at the age of 16 years old, also performing as a great center back, defending the likes of Isco. I'm like, we have 2 La Masia players. I was going to say products, but that sounds kind of like if they're things, but they're players, humans. I'm not going to say products. We have 2 La Masia players who are just 16 years old, one of the brightest gems of La Masia in the past 16 to 18 months, now in the first team and delivering against a team like Real Betis when Barcelona have to go into first place in La Liga, knowing that they're 7 points behind first place, and they're delivering and approaching games like this. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is the perfect game. This is what you call a true win, a true team, not something like Real Madrid where they have like no youth products, no youth players. They win because of the referee, and the game ends up just being so ugly. This is beautiful. This is beautiful football. This is a beautiful team. This is a team that strives for the best, and they want to inspire the youth. That's it. That is football. And at the same time, winning the trophies, winning the Champions League, aiming to win La Liga, aiming to win the Copa del Rey. So with this amazing win that we have gotten, now it is safe to say that we can take this momentum and take it to Athletic Club. Right? Because we have just won away, okay? We have just won away against Real Betis. We can definitely win away against Athletic Club. Yes, Athletic Club do have certain players that might weaken Barcelona, but it does not matter because if we come in like this with the exact same aggression, intensity, and we fight for the ball all the time, we will win because we have the quality, we have the mentality, we have everything. So that's it, right? I'm getting hot by talking like this because I'm wearing a sweater, and this is why last time I was wearing a tank top because I get hot talking like this, especially when I talk about Barcelona. It's my passion, dude. Like it takes a lot out of me, and I start sweating from my neck, and you guys are like, oh my god, this guy's tripping right now. This guy is sweating and screaming and but. Dude, what a game. And I also do want to call out one last thing, which is probably the most important thing. And it's proof that there is favoritism towards Real Madrid and not FC Barcelona. Or at the very least, they just want to downplay Barcelona as much as possible so Barcelona does not get any success in La Liga. I want to say one more thing before you guys leave. The goal that was scored by Isco. You guys know exactly where I'm going to go with this because I have posted it on Twitter. The goal that was scored by Isco, I don't know if it was the first goal or the second goal, but there was a player, I think it was the number 9 of Real Betis, who interfered with play before Isco was about to touch the ball and score the goal. And I'm like, oh my God, one of the players, the number 9 for Real Betis, interfered with play and then Isco scored the goal. They have to rule it off because that is what happened with Barcelona, right? I'm like, they have to rule it off. But then they ended up clearing it. And I'm like, really? You're going to clear this goal and greenlight this goal of Real Betis? But when Barcelona did it, and we saw, I think, Ferran Torres interfere with play before Joao Felix almost touched the ball, you're going to tell me that was not goal, but the one with Real Betis, which went against us, is a goal? Really? I think there was a goal that was scored by Real Madrid where one of the players interfered with play, but they green-lighted that goal for Real Madrid. But with Barcelona, everything is the exact opposite. For Barcelona, those rules don't apply. When one of our players interfere with play, it is ruled off. When Real Betis score a goal and a player is interfering with play and it is against FC Barcelona, it's a goal. Yeah. Give them a goal. Barcelona is about to tie and give them a goal. Yeah, sure, bro. Yeah. And then at the end of this game, you know who was called man of the match? Isco. It was not Ferran Torres, who scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist. Isco scored 2, but you want to say Isco won the man of the match and not Ferran Torres? Give me a break, bro. Give me a break. The type of things that Barcelona have to go through, man, and the type of things that right, this Barcelona family that we have, the type of things that we have to go through every day. It's insane. It's insanity. And that is why I say that Barcelona have to play the most perfect, beautiful, competitive, dominant football that we have ever seen, because that is the only way Barcelona can be claimed as league champions and maybe even potentially the Champions League. So, and that is what makes a Barcelona fan and a Barcelona player so special, is because we go through special situations like this. So I love this club, man. So I'm gonna end it here. I feel like this video is going to be way too long. It's gonna take so long to upload. So if it comes off late, I'm sorry, but I just had to take a lot of things out of my chest. I'm also gonna be talking about Kubarsi and Lamine Yamal more because they deserve their own separate video. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.